Today, I'm finally diving into something that I've been wanting to do for ages, building my dream desk setup. As a software engineer and content creator, having an optimal workspace is crucial, and I've been searching for the ideal base to build upon. I had already been eyeing Desky's products, so I was super excited when they reached out for a collab. Desky hooked me up with an incredible desk and a bunch of awesome accessories that you'll see integrated throughout this build. My primary goal with this setup is to achieve the absolute cleanest cable management possible. Something that always bothered me with my previous setup was the mess of exposed cables under the desk, so with this build I was determined to eliminate visible wires and create a sleek, uncluttered environment. I got the Desky dual hardwood sit-stand desk with a white oak top and white frame. I considered getting the white ash desktop due to it being a lighter color, but ended up with the white oak to introduce some warmth. Previously, I used a 60-inch wide desk, but for this setup, I upgraded to a 72-inch desktop. This provides more space and allows for under-desk mounting, which I'll discuss in a bit. Hauling the desktop up the stairs was a real pain, but the extra space is well worth it. The desk controller comes with 4 memory presets, which is pretty standard for standing desks. It also comes with built-in RGB lighting, a sedentary alarm, and even Bluetooth connectivity, which makes it stand out from your typical standing desks. I prefer using the keypad directly, but the desk can also be managed through the Desky app. While I didn't push the desk to its max weight limit of 308 pounds, I've had no issues with stability from the lowest height of 23.6 inches all the way to the ridiculous height of 49.2 inches, which I'll never use because I'm not an NBA player. To maximize the space efficiency of the desk setup, I added a matching under-desk drawer and a monitor stand from Desky. The under-desk drawer provides convenient, out-of-sight storage without taking up any desktop real estate, while the monitor stand doubles as a shelf for additional storage both on top and underneath for peripherals and other items. I originally planned to hide my mic arm under the monitor stand, but I ended up changing my mind due to the sacrifices I had to make, and the result wasn't as clean as I had hoped. Overall, I'm really happy with both the drawer and the monitor stand. They were really easy to put together, and I love that the wood matches the desktop. Perhaps the most standout feature of the desk is the integrated cable and power channel, which serves as the foundation for the cable management in this desk setup. With numerous devices requiring dedicated power, the integrated power boards are incredibly useful for minimizing under-desk clutter. The cable channel can accommodate up to 3 power boards, each offering 3 power plugs, which allows me to power up to 9 devices with just a single power cable leaving the desk. The cable channel has been a game changer for my cable management. If I had to suggest a couple improvements, I think it would be nice if the cable channel had a hole in the middle, and it could also be a bit wider because at least with my setup, when all 3 power boards are installed, the channel can be a bit cramped. Something else that I was really excited to add to this build is a computer mount. I prefer to keep my computer off the desktop, but putting it on the floor creates a messy look due to the slack in the cables required to accommodate the variable desk height. It also makes it harder to vacuum, so I wanted to mount my computer under the desk. And finally, to round out the cable management, I used a 10-foot, 1-inch wide white cable sleeve. I cut it to size and used it to group cables around the desk, which helped to further reduce clutter and create a more uniform appearance by blending the cables with the desk frame. I also got several Desky accessories to complement the setup. First is the laptop stand. I typically don't open my company laptop while working due to the uncomfortable angle, so the laptop stand has basically introduced an additional screen to my work setup. Second is the whiteboard, which I use for quick reminders and storing small objects. Third is the hidden wireless charger. I've always wanted something which lets me charge my phone or earbuds without adding clutter to my desk, and this does just that. I have it installed using double-sided tape because I wasn't ready to commit to a permanent placement, but I think the thickness of the tape affects the charging speed by adding additional distance between the phone and the charging pad, so I definitely recommend mounting with the provided screws. And finally, there's the Desky Pinnacle Executive Office Chair. It's adjustable in just about every way that it needs to be, with a clean aesthetic and breathable fabric. I particularly appreciate the aluminum base, which offers a more premium feel than the standard black plastic. After some testing, I found this chair to be quite comfortable even when compared to my other chair, which retails for over twice the price. Overall, given my extensive experience with office chairs as a software engineer, I think this desky chair is a pretty competitive option for the price. I focused mostly on the new additions to my desk setup in this video, but if you're curious about the rest of the setup, do check out my previous desk setup video or my website, which I will link down below. I don't make videos like this often, so if you enjoyed it and would like to see more, please let me know. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.